tattoos with the lip gloss and she tipsy. She want a night ride through the city. She super bossed up, sitting pretty. Got that Mary Jane, real love.
The Beat Armada.
All black, everything. In my 600 bands with a heavy chain. Look, you deserve a real nigga with money and some things in life that won't never change. Me, fell in love with a killer. A celebrity herself probably fuck with her music. She the one that the shoe fit, but I can't stop the love. Look how the game has seduced us.
Benny Hondas of the roof, Chris. Spinning racks therapeutic. My style is
Good to go. All right, what's happening, y'all? This is 3n'1 Rekcordz right here. I'm King Chaos. This is my boy.
Sir Charles.
And on the right of me.
AYE Primo.
And we are 3n'1 Rekcordz. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the 3n'1 the Quarter Trade podcast.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We are live from Las Vegas, Nevada. You know, originally all the way from Washington. Deuce Nickel Trey 253. So that's why we call this the Quarter Trade podcast. So, you know, we got my man LJ over there, World Runners Media, about to get down into these questions. And
Shout out to the cameraman.
you feel me? We about to, like we always do around this
Give you
time.
guys a little insight on, you know, how we kind of Voltroned and put everything together, right, fellas?
Yep.
Yep.
And, you know,
It's
quick
been a
drip
roller
track
coaster.
for sure. You know, we got the No Evil clothing line coming out soon. You know, I know that you guys want to purchase it, but it's exclusive right now. We're still in the steps of putting it together, coming up with different designs, and just trying to bring back some fashion instead of just throwing a logo on the shirt and making you guys pay money. We're trying to actually have people say, oh, that's nice. Would you get it? So
That's right.
more merch coming soon.
You know, brand building. I like that.
Ambassadors, independently major?
Independently major.
I like that.
AYE, amazing young entrepreneurs, baby.
Sorry, guys.
Amazing young entrepreneurs. Ain't getting money, then fuck is you doing?
You feel me? So, yeah, we can get into it.
New EP.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of the new EP, guys?
Hear no, see no, fear no. You don't bring that shit around you, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
That's right.
So, yeah, that's why we got the merch coming out soon, man. This is all manifestation. It started from the bottom. Now we here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. I got to get this Patron.
Do your thing. We ready. We ready.
Yeah, you can hit it with the questions.
All right, Charles, how you feel about this new album?
I'm actually very excited about this new project. Us getting together, it's been, you know, it's been a lot over the last couple of years. Everybody's been through, obviously, you know, with what we had to deal with the pandemic, with just, you know, livelihood and everything. And so it's been a while since we've all been able to get together and put some work together, and we can pick up where we left off at, you know, since the last project we did. I'm excited, man, and it's dope to get some new stuff out and to see how people are receiving it, and, you know, and how people feel about, you know, hearing us together again on the same, you know. It's refreshing also for myself.
Yeah, just to get back into it, you know what I mean? After, you know, 2020, we had that little fall off for a second. And, you know, it's good to get back in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So it felt good to even record with y'all again, you know what I'm saying? Get back in the booth with my brothers and get
Shout
on
out to
stage with
Dean,
y'all this summer. Yeah.
You know, in Boomhouse Studios.
Yep. So that was live. That was, you know, just keeping it lit and keeping it live and keeping going, you know, staying on a steady path, trying to put up the high score.
Oh, yes, Sirski's coming soon. Sorry, guys. I got to fuck with the sound real quick.
It's being sponsored by.
This being sponsored by Drunk Ass Chaos.
What about you, Chaos? How you feel about the album?
Man, the album is you know, a positive force of what we stand for as far as 3n'1. Once again, you know, no evil, and you know, on the tracks there's not really much cussing. I'm pretty sure we would say a cuss word or two. And the way that we use it is not derogatory. You know what I mean? It's definitely for the first.
It's classy.
You know, it's for the force of the power to get the point across. You know what I'm saying? Never will we say "fuck you." It might say "fuck this." You know what I mean? So the EP is very first of all, you get 3 powerhouses on one. You know what I mean? And shout out to the Beat Armada, which has a very bouncy sound, which correlates our Northwest sound because a lot of people in the Northwest are making a lot of street music. So to make positive music is different. So, like I said, to have all 3 of us on that same frequency and wave, it's a powerful EP to be only 15 minutes and 4 songs. You know what I mean? It's something that'll definitely change your day. So I'm excited for that. So that's how I feel about it. Now back to Mike Patron. No, I'm just kidding.
How did 3 and 1 or when did 3 and 1 come together? Or how and when?
I can take off on that one.
Yes, sir, skis.
So it started with like you want to say 07? Like when when you was really
The White House. That's
when,
how it was.
no
05?
Moon Man. You had
Whoa,
the Inception. That's what I'm saying.
Forgot about that.
And the Moon Man.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this. He said I got this thing. 3-in-1 Records. Feel me? He had everything drawn out, ready. He had a little plan together, actually. To tell you the truth. And yeah, so we just started getting in the booth every day, really. And then everybody was like, well, shit, I want to come through. Let's get on. That's how we had them songs where it was like 8 niggas on. Had the songs like 8 niggas, but 3-in-1, the solid foundation was just me and him. And we was trying to get down on the beach, trying to create a sound. And I feel like we got there. Made a sound, and then put it down. So 07, 08, so 08-ish.
Yeah, definitely 08-ish because Dot
Back in
Marshawn was around.
08.
Yeah.
14 years strong.
Yeah.
I came along a little later. I was like on a different. I was an outcast, but still in tune with these guys. What these guys
Definitely.
was doing. Kind of watching. And when the time came, we ended up all getting on the same accord and all on the same. It was some years down the line though, but it's been a while. We done locked in now, so
It's been a while.
that's right.
It's been a long
That's right.
time. Yeah, me and Charles always been on the same frequency too as well.
From high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We did the Afro pageant. So like even that being said, it's like it's always been this path of, like I said, positive reinforcement from something bigger and larger than ourselves. Because 3-in-1 is evolution. You know what I'm saying? 3-in-1 starts from something and it's a gift, so it goes somewhere that we didn't even know. You know what I mean? So we don't just live that on the microphone. We live that every day. So
It was. I didn't mean to cut your wisdom.
No, you good, bro.
It's really organic, too. Like we didn't force it.
Yeah.
Like it was not forced for us 3 to get how it came, because there's a lot of people who played a part even in us coming together, and you know what I'm saying. It's been like a roller coaster, but it's dope though.
And to give my answer, which was how did 3-in-1 start, I have a different answer. So we had this Gotham City cracking off, and it was like 13 of us, and everybody fell off. Everybody fell off, except us 3. And once everybody fell off, we continued to make music, and that's pretty much how the 3-in-1 group started. Not the record company, but the group. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we continued to make music together. And even when we dropped solo projects, we were still part of each other's solo projects. You know what I mean? So that's when 3-in-1 started, and we took it to the next level. And we got a sound. Like Reem said, we always been real big on our sound. You know what I mean? Because we're all each individually perfectionists. So we don't just put out anything. So that's when 3-in-1 started, the group.
Do you recall the moment that made you fall in love with hip hop?
Indubitably.
I think honestly it was like it happened and I didn't even know it was happening. Because, you know, I had those kind of parents that was always playing all kinds of music, just like we all do. Like we all got our, you know how our elders do and how mom and pop do, playing just everything. And as kids, as little babies, the music is going, so we listening to it, but we don't even know. We don't know, but we taking it in. You know, we taking in all of what comes with that. So it was just like, I said that to say, I feel like, you know, when I was born, essentially, you know what I'm saying? Like, to answer that, you know what I mean? Like, the second they started playing music was when it was like, it was on from there, you know?
You know, it's salt and pepper's hip hop. So yeah.
Come on, man.
So that's hip hop, right? So
Negro, please. Yes.
that's my family just makes fun of me because they were like, you know, from day one, I was in front of the TV talking about push it. Like I couldn't
Push it real good.
every time that came on. So yeah, you know, from like you said, from day one. I mean, when I really started knowing like I really could probably do this one day, is my sister's boyfriend and his boys used to like make me rap, but I could always rap because, you know, the songs that they was listening to all the time, and I just had that kind of memory. So I knew that's still a G thing by heart. And they used to bring the little tape recorder over and like, you know, but some flows, Lil Reem, you know
Tape
what I'm saying?
recorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, this is 92, man.
Tape recorder.
Yeah. This is 92.
Time
so it's
travel.
like, man, you know what I'm saying? I got little tapes out there at 5 years old getting down. So, you know, I was like, dang, you know what I mean? And then like shit just came full circle. You know, I ended up in other things and you know what I'm saying? But this is kind of home. You know what I mean?
And for me, I fell in love with hip hop before I could talk. So there's a story about the Wild Wild West. Kumo D. Wild Wild West, West. So
Break
I
it
guess
out before you
I love
get
that.
bum rushed.
you feel me. So I guess when I was little, before I could talk, people would put this song on because I had a whole routine, I had a whole dance to match this fucking song, bro. And people would throw parties and they would purposely play this song to watch me
Turn up.
Yes. So I know nothing of these stories. So rest in peace, my Uncle Mike, because the last time I seen him, he told me that. It is, you know what I'm saying? And I had to turn around, and the day of his funeral, we had to do the CeeLo show. So this music shit
Blessed
is,
to dead.
you feel me? This music shit is life-saving. So I believe that's when I fell in love with hip-hop. So yeah.
So what inspired this album? I noticed you guys got a producer in particular y'all working with on the album. So
The Beat Armada. Shout out to Beat Armadas. I always think it's one person. There's three of them.
Yeah.
So, right?
Just found that out.
Northwest, Tacoma,
Yeah, I always think it's one person.
Beat Armada. Shout out to Beat Armada.
Shout out to
on
the squad.
production.
Shout out to the team. Shout out to all y'all.
It was fun cooking up to that.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've been trying to get on some more West Coasty sounding type, you know, type of sound, I guess, you know. And he's
Delivered.
good with that.
He
He's good with
delivered.
that. He's good with that. There's a lot of flavor in the Northwest, you know, because shout out to everybody. We don't work with a lot of people. And shout out to everybody. They know who they are, you know what I'm saying, who we tapped in with and you know, been instrumental in our progression and all that. But Beat Armada in this particular one, yeah, it was dope.
So the inspiration was, like you said, first of all, was the producer, because he hit us with some hot tracks. You know what I'm saying? And then being like Sir Charles said earlier, being back as a camaraderie again. You know what I'm saying? Did I say it right? Camaraderie. Camaraderie.
You got it. You got it, God.
So us being together,
In unison.
like my old homie used to do. He used to be like, you guys are getting on my nerve. He would give up on the word totally.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
But the inspiration of having us together was definitely the spark to this EP. It was like, I just want to record my brothers. So that was the inspiration, mixed with the Beat Armada. And Reem with his choruses, you know what I mean? Sir Charles with his raps, which, you know, on point. And then me, like I said, I try to bring that extra. So that was the inspiration.
It's a nice triangle offense.
What's your inspiration, brother?
What was the question again?
What's my motivation?
Oh, this, yeah. Oh, yeah. So speaking to just, you know, even coming up with the Beat Armada, you know, we're just trying to branch out and actually, you know, pick a producer and really just get down to all this stuff. You know what I mean? And build those kind of relationships. You know, always looked up to Jay in the Rockefeller era when they had all the producers like So
Yeah.
I just love the fact that we can
Just
work,
Blaze?
work with somebody that's super talented, and then
Yeah.
have a whole catalog with them. You know what I mean? That's dope to me.
Yeah, shout out to Beat 'em Honest again.
Yep.
I know y'all have a lot of shirts and 3-in-1 merch and everything. Let's tell us about that.
Oh yeah, just stay drippy, man. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Get you some drip and stop just plastering the shirt, man, on your logo on the shirt, man, and making these people pay that money, man, without that good material, man. You feel me? Come up with a design, man. Come up with something nice. But once again,
3-in-1 sound.
this is 3-in-1 sound.com.
I couldn't help it. I throw that in there.
But this the No Evil. I feel like we're gonna do way more. This is just the No Evil line. We still have the 3-in-1 Rekcordz line as well, and we're gonna have the lyric line as well. We spoke about that this morning, where we're gonna have our lyrics on the shirt with cool designs. Because like my nigga Kanye said, this is new history. Yeah, we do still have history, but there are still living legends right now that's making history. So
That's right.
to put us on the shirt is, I feel like, well deserved.
Yeah, I would say we big plans in the works with the merchandise. That's always a continual work in progress. As we come up with ideas and try to stay clever with it and maneuver and in different ways. So it's gonna be exciting. That's dope too.
Bring fashion back. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because no offense.
Just originality and creativity and
Because no offense, but that damn Amiri and Balenciaga just on the shirt for $2,000. That shit's crazy. Don't get me wrong. That's what you like. Cool. But add some fashion, man. Sprinkle some fashion
me,
back
man.
in this hip hop, man. They're getting us with this shit. They're making fashion expensive. Fashion forward does not have to be expensive. It's about style. It's about drip. So that's what inspired the merch. Is we're trying to bring some type of style.
That Anichi era back, that academics era.
Fat Farm, Mecca.
That shit was crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it was dope too when everybody was wearing like different things, when there's so many different things going at one time too.
Yeah. But it was now in hip hop we don't own none of that fashion.
Of course not.
That's not cool. How the fuck are we the hip hop and no rapper has, correct me if I'm wrong, a clothing line. They wear it and then people buy it because they wear it. People go buy Balenciaga. People go buy Amiri, Christian Dior, Gucci, Fendi, Prada.
Yeah, I mean, even having the people who make the clothes, we don't even have manufacturers.
How, Sir Charles? You don't have the answers. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Reed, what's one thing you want the listener to take from the album when they listen to it?
The brotherhood. You can hear it when we're together. You see it how we have that kind of synchronicity together. So yeah, just the vibe of 3-in-1. You know what I mean? I don't know what is the name of the symbol of 3-in-1?
The Trinity.
The Trinity.
It's the Trinity. The Vesca Pisces.
The Vesca Pisces. There we go. That's the way it flows.
Yeah.
Man,
it does.
So you're gonna hear it and just you're gonna just be on the ride with us, and then come out of it like, damn, I just came. I just went through a roller coaster, but it was fun. So I just want you to have fun with it. You know what I mean? Like we did. As you should.
What about y'all?
I would say that there's still that nostalgic, old school, real rap out there. People are still working for the art, and as lovely as it would be to be compensated generously for your hard work and dedication to your craft, you still have to have some morality and some dignity, and it's okay to have standards, and it's okay to say, oh well, I'm not gonna move like that, even though you might you might gain a certain amount of said wealth or whatever. We're sticking to the script, and we don't owe nobody nothing, and everything that we've done coming up to this has been off the muscle. So once again, shout out to everybody who's been a part of that, and shout out to the people that supporting us and giving good vibes and, you know, about that elevation, you know.
Independently major.
Shout out
Sorry,
to our
guys, I don't
supporters.
mean to get on my grandfather time
What?
sneeze, but
What I want niggas to, what? Nah, bro, you got to stop doing that, bro. What you bring to the game is an element that's missing, bro. And you know, on camera, keep living in that, bro. Because Understand was one of my favorite albums. You know what I mean?
That's powerful, bro.
He always think he's preaching. He's not, guys. It's just you guys are just. I don't want to say dumb, but
no, it's not that. It's not
Hey,
that.
what he said?
We're just uninformed. Some of us are just uninformed.
Hold on,
Yeah.
he said, my bad, Sharif moment.
so,
Appreciate you for catching
nah,
that,
bro.
sir.
But you need to, you feel me? Let that shit ride. But what I want niggas to get from the album is, who are these niggas? Who is this? That's what I want to give. Who is this? Who? Hey, who is this? That's what I want to get from the album. Who are these niggas? You know what I'm saying? And then the rest will fall into place. But that's what I want people to get from the album, and to understand that real rap still exists. Onomatopoeias, rhyme schemes, content, subjects, lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Style. It's all on there. So you're going to get the full package when you listen to a 15-minute EP. You're going to get a full course meal. It's like you're getting lobster and steak for $15, and it tastes good. So, who are these niggas? Not niggas, but who are these kings?
Yeah.
Who are these gods?
That's all it
Who are
means.
these Moors? You know,
There
not
you go.
niggas. I don't
Talk.
call myself nigga, but
It's okay. They just
know.
that just meant king
Never
back in the day, or
ignorant.
ruler.
Never ignorant.
Getting
goals
goals.
accomplished.
Yeah,
mhm.
we just gotta just
Team
flip
is
it,
monsters.
You know? Yeah, just flip it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Was the creative process any different for this album, or just in general? Like, what's your guys' creative process when it comes to albums?
I definitely think this one's a bit different because, like I said, it's the camaraderie. What how you say it again?
Camaraderie?
Big worm, big perm, big.
That's all right.
But that word, us together, is what made this so different and so special again. You know what I mean? And that's my brief. I'm going to pass the mic because that's what it was like Christmas to be in the studio with these gentlemen. So it was, I want to write the best bars, the best hooks. And like I said, once again, with the Beat Armada, you know what I mean? Had to come with it. Had to, you know what I'm saying? He works with a lot of talented people in the town, so you definitely want to stick out amongst so much talent. So that creative process was like, I can't wait to get in the studio with these guys.
A lot of momentum, and we've built up, you know, because we've had a busy year, and all the producers that we worked with previously on the EP runs that we did has built up. You know, you get a certain tolerance, and now that we all got together on this one, you know, it was just kind of like, since we have such good chemistry anyway, we just call to play, and then, you know,
Yeah.
this person does that hook, this person does that hook, this person does that, you do this, you pick the sound you like, you pick the sound you like, and we're able to kind of just, you know, form it up like that. So it's cool too, being able to work with people who get their stuff done. You know what I mean? I'm sure everyone has had to deal with this in the past, where they try to collab with someone or they try to do a feature and you had to wait a long time, you know, to get your shit back, or you might not even get nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on people sometimes just because they're not really on it, you know. So shout out to the people who take, you know, working seriously, and shout out to the people who reciprocate the energy when someone extends their hand to you.
Shout out to Boomhouse,
And,
Uncle Dean. Sorry, brother.
No, you're good. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on that.
So we have a formula, I think, and so, you know, usually, you know, we pick the producer.
Yeah.
We go through the beats. What beat you want? What beat you want? What beat I want? And that's really how we kind of ran down on it.
Yeah.
And then we have a what do you call it? A neutral site beat.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
pick one.
We'll pick one together.
Yeah. So, and then, you know, just
Yeah,
run them
and then
like-
you come with the chorus to your beat, you come with the chorus to your beat, I come with the chorus to my beat.
Yeah.
And then we'll bounce the verses off, and then that mutual beat, we just have fun with that together.
Yeah.
So that's right. That is true.
4-piece formula.
Going on there.
Yeah, we do that shit massive quick too.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a while though. You
Yeah.
know, now you just think of, now you just say that,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Or I thought about that. Like we've been rocking that formula for a minute, and that makes it easy.
Yeah, we
Makes it so easy when you go in the booth and you're just ready because we know what's going on. Oh, this is what you need me to do on that.
Yeah.
Like, look, he'll hit me with like hey Reem, I need you to bust it down like this. Like I didn't write off that.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That is
Tattoos with the lip gloss.
that she, hey, she want a night ride through the city.
Okay. The power in threes. You know,
feel
that's
me?
a real thing.
And like Reem said, before we go to the next question, like Reem said, some of that stuff is in the studio too. So that is great. So the creative process, of course, is the creative process. But when you get in the studio, some of that stuff is off the fly, and it comes off real good. Like, you know, do that right now. You know what I mean? Like when we did off that, I'm like, I'm gonna do this. You twice, you do that, and then you. So yeah, it comes together very nicely.
From the spirit.
Denver's, Vegas now in the last 30 days. Like, what's next for you guys?
Also, shout out to the family in Louisville too.
Yeah.
To Father Ja and Ben Real and them guys over there.
What's my
rocking.
favorite artist? What's his name? Don Megatron. That is a crazy
shout
fucking.
out to Hanzo.
I love that name, bro.
And shout out to
Hanzo.
the Denver family over there.
For your
Showed us
poppies.
mad love.
What up?
We gonna definitely we got a lot of work and a lot of stuff in the works. A lot of stuff we working on behind the scenes.
To add to it real quick, the next two things we got an event popping for New Year's. It's about to be crazy, man. We're starting that shit as soon as we get it done with this Vegas trip. So that, you know what I mean? Like, Charles said that one time, we're going to the after party straight to the next after party. You know what I'm saying? We already went to the party. This is the double after party. So we got that popping, and then right after that, bro, we're trying to shoot to Southwest by Southwest. So that is the next thing, you know, on top of making music, on top of my boy, World Runners Media, hooking us up with this shit. You
Got
understand
lots
me?
of visuals and
That's what we really
gonna
working on is
be
these
hitting you
visuals
guys-
for you, so
really
you
be
guys
hitting you guys
could
with
get to
some
know
more
us
visuals.
better. You know?
Yeah, we're gonna be on the road in 2023.
Yeah.
People are gonna be seeing
Tour.
us out. We're gonna be outside a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about. It's about always progressing. Whether it's when they say, you know, no matter how long it takes, as long as you cross the race.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
TMC, baby. Marathon continues.
Bless the dead.
God bless
How
the
would you guys
dead.
describe the 3-in-1 sound?
Oh, that's a great question.
Uh,
That is a great question.
it's like a fun West Coast bounce.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I think of 3-in-1, I think of the homies.
Yeah.
And just like, because all the beats actually after that is around that realm.
Yeah, it is.
It can get darker, it could get brighter, but you know what I'm saying. But like, it's around that, you know what I mean. So it's like that fun West Coast vibe, and then you know sometimes it gets serious, and then we got
Definitely.
bounce, and we got a lot of polish.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get greater at it. Like, man, the sound's gonna evolve even more and get bigger and brighter. You know what I mean? So, definitely look for some more gloss on our sound too.
It's a fucking cool ass answer. Go ahead, brother.
What was it? What were we
How would
answering?
you describe the 3-in-1 sound?
Yeah.
I would say refreshing. Once again, that's my favorite word. Peace, God. Appreciate you.
Peace. Thank you.
I would say we're gonna give you. Thank you. We're gonna give you a little bit of everything. My boy Reem said to me last night when we were building. You know, he said all around, and that's absolutely right. You know, you're gonna get the substance and the consciousness. You're gonna get, you know, some ratchetivity.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get, you know, some party stuff. You're gonna get some, you know, some real
Party
heartfelt
and
stuff.
bullshit.
Sometimes something personal, which, you know, that's what the expression is supposed to be. So I would explain it like that. But I would say we're a preference, though. We have a preference sound.
Yeah.
So you have to, you know, most people know what they're looking for, and most people, if they're looking for a certain type of thing, then when they come across what we're doing, then they'll be like, okay, like they'll know what kind of time it is. So that's my 2 cents.
I think 3-in-1 sound is definitely for the people. You know, just an overall answer. You know, it's definitely for the people. When you think of for the people, you think how people feel, what people go through. you know, what people want to say, that, you know, we're a voice for the people, you know what I mean? And then to very touch on the sound is definitely bouncy. Like they said, we have so many portals that we go through. But when you say 3-in-1 sound, I definitely think up tempo, like you said, for the homies. North Fresh Coast, Northwest Coast, It Ain't Easy, you know. And then I think of things like Wavy or Champagne Music Part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You know,
We might do 20 of those.
You know what I mean? But we do have like a very neo soul, soul West Coast trap. You know what I'm saying? Very melodic. You know, because we do that within our choruses with this guy. You know what I'm saying? And this guy, they're like, all three of us are chorus masters. Like, it's a master class. So when you say the sound, I just definitely think like for the people, a voice for the people. Yeah.
What makes 3-in-1 different?
Oh shoot.
Kind of like everything he just described. You know what I mean? Like we all got our own individual style.
Yeah.
And you know, I always like to break it down when people, especially like I be at work.
I'm gonna break it down.
The co-workers be like, so yeah, I be like, yeah, man, he's like the Professor X over here. he's gonna get he's trying to get into your mind.
Yeah.
He's like the Wolverine. But real on some real talk, he's like the heart of the streets kind of vibe, kind of feel, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I think for a while somebody said mood music, and I swear he said that a while ago.
It was
like a while ago.
Yeah.
But like, you know, he's gonna give you that. He gonna give you a bounce. He gonna give you some girl songs or all that good stuff too. But like, it's gonna be like a message, and
Appreciate that.
you know what I'm saying? A heartfelt message.
I gotta know what X-Men you're gonna say that you are though before you go.
Damn, I wasn't even gonna go there with it.
I wasn't gonna go there with it.
He
But
just
now
happened to be like Wolverine. I was just happened to watch some Wolverine shit yesterday.
Because you're 2 for 2
I couldn't even-
down the line.
Yeah, that was
you're
that
2
was
for 2.
So what you gonna take away with who was green?
But I would say, you know, I'm like the wild card, like, you know what I mean? So I'd be like Gambit or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Is Gambit harder than Cyclops?
I was thinking Cyclops as well.
I don't know.
I don't
but
know.
you know, you got it's just,
That's debatable, actually.
it's just
maybe.
I'm talking about my personality, though. You know what I mean? Say so. Like, you know, you guys call me Bobby Brown in the group. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, we
That's
don't.
I did.
That's a joke.
That was a compliment. But let's
but
be honest.
But you know what I'm saying? I understand my personality. I get who I know who I am, nigga.
Bobby Brown was a goat, and we know that.
But
He's
but
one of the
before,
ones.
Before we end that, I think this guy is definitely like a Cyclops because his power is, you know, Cyclops has those glasses on because he's very powerful. This guy is very powerful. He's gonna make you dance. But while he's making you dance, you'll go back later and be like, wow. You know what I mean? Like he was really
What he said.
Yeah, because he's the art of like disguising it. You know what I mean? Because the song would be so dope. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's gonna make you dance. So then when you go back, you hear it. So like I said, this guy would definitely be Cyclops because he has those glasses on for a reason. He take those glasses off,
Everything's getting destroyed.
because he's too powerful. This guy, one thing about my guy right here, he's always been too powerful. You know what I mean? He doesn't like to do nothing small. You know what I mean? He's a visionary, and then when we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right, and we're gonna do it big, or we're not gonna do it at all.
Dream big.
Go hard. You feel me? So this guy right here, definitely Cyclops energy. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, but to finish up the question, what makes 3-in-1 so different is, I feel like because we figured out our lane. Like one of them said, we have preferred music. If this is, you know what I mean? Like if pizza is your shit, we got the best pizza. You know what I mean? But if you don't like pizza, then we don't mean nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? But if you like pizza, you have to come to this restaurant. You have to try this pizza. So I think that's what makes us different is once you figure out your lane, you master it, and nobody can fuck with you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody can fuck with us in this lane. In this 3-in-1 shit that we do, like he said, this heartfelt, mental, make you dance shit, and we put all that shit together. He's touching the mind, I'm touching the heart, and this nigga making you dance. What do you want, nigga? Get
That's
some
the gumbo.
you
The
feel
gumbo
me?
pot.
Grab you some wings with this bomb ass pizza, and get you your drink, and fucking enjoy it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So what makes us different is we figured out our lane, and we I forget the word I'm looking for, but we, you know,
Developed.
we've conquered that lane. Like we fucking like mastered it. You know what I mean? I know it's another word I'm looking for, but you know what I mean? We took that shit over basically. We feel like, hey, there's nothing over here, and we built a bomb ass restaurant, and people, you know what I mean? We made this. We made this shit crack. It was nothing here. We bought the lot. We made the building. We hired the employees. We came up with the recipe, and it worked for us. So
I think there's something cool too about really being like saying independent.
Yeah.
And really being independent, meaning like we don't owe anybody any money. We haven't done any bad business with anybody. There's no dirt or smut on our name in any regard when it comes to that kind of thing. And being like, I think we got to get back to, there's so much at hand, you know, to like sway how people look at success and look at like what, you know, what people are doing with it, you know. But I think it's cool to get back to like celebrating the little guy, you know what I mean? And small success is success.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's because everybody, you know what I'm saying, millions of people are hooping, but everybody's not getting to the league. It does not matter. Everybody's not going.
Until you create a fucking league on your own.
And exactly. But that don't mean that you got to go to that league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You could go to another league and still do what you got to do and still have success. But it's all about your perspective on that. And I'm not telling people not to, go for what you should deserve to have whatever you want to have.
I'm going for mine.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, we just got to, I think we need to get back to bigging each other up, and we need to get back to like celebrating positivity, because us as melanated people, we're bombarded with negativity and bombarded with a lot of bullshit, and we celebrate it. You know what I mean?
We do.
And once again, excuse my,
Bro,
whatever.
Stop doing that, bro.
Because, I came to have fun,
That's like saying
Northwest.
excuse 3-in-1. Like, nigga, that's you. Be
I
you.
came to have fun, and I came, shout out to the family for having this slide, and we would love to build a bridge between Washington and Vegas and the Northwest and whomever has a like mind and trying to just be on some real upliftment and progress. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So that's the bow, if you will, with that.
That's the ladder mercy. You feel me? 3in1sound.com.
Yeah. So okay, let's so that's perfect. So let's give them the handles, and then we can we'll get on some free
cool,
where they could find everything is on Spotify, Apple, 3in1 Records,
right here, AYE Primo, Instagram, Primo Worldwide on Snap.
That's tight. He's a fool.
If you could actually,
but it will though.
At a certain point in time, it will be like that. I'm sure, where it'll just show up. You know what I mean? The website www.3in1sound.com, like
3in1sound.com.
We're pretty much accessible everywhere. So
Bandcamp, Primo GQ.
Yep.
That's on 3in1 or Primo 3in1. Is that how it gets on? How do you find that? Yes, I think it's Primo GQ 3in1. There we go. On Bandcamp that one time.
I'm King KH05. 05 because that's the year my homie died. You feel me? Rest in peace, my nigga Joe Schmo. You know what the fuck it is.
Blessed dead.
You know what I mean? Chaos been here before the world existed. You know what I'm talking about? Catch me on Instagram, your mama house, your baby mama house. Nigga, I'm everywhere in the streets.
Shout out to the ratchet.
But Chaos.
No way.
It's King.
That work.
KAH05. And I'm everywhere. KH05. Church House. Where can they find you?
You can find me.
You can find me in the Escalade.
You can find me on the 3in1 pages. I'm about to like I'm kind of like on and off with my Twitter shit, but I actually love like Twitter to be honest. But Twitter's kind of like fading into the sunset, kind of sort of.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to stay up on
You like a
things.
Twitter nigga.
He is, guys. He's funny on Twitter. He's very unapologetic on Twitter. It's so funny.
Because it's like Twitter's
He's not an Instagram nigga. Though.
Twitter's like I'm not, and I know people.
That, but he's not.
I can't help
You
that
don't like
yet.
to show off.
True.
but-
None of us do though.
So you can catch me outside, like come say what's up and hit me up. Period. That's where I'm at.
Period. Period. Sorry.
But I want to give a special shout out to those who have lost someone or someone who's transitioned that's close to you, or if you dealt with that, people passing. That's
Do we have a little moment?
yeah, that's a
A
thing.
little 5 seconds.
And you know, we have to deal with that and cope with that. And so sending you love and sending you vibes, and, you know, and we all gotta go through that. So
Let's have a little moment of silence real quick. For sure, man. For sure.
yeah, so blessed transition, you know, because now we got more guardians and people to help us get through our trials and tribulations we got to get through, because Lord knows
I tried. Been the witness to homicides.
we still spending $6 for gas in Washington State.
And,
And
in, and in Nevada.
I thought
You fucking with her?
that the gas had went down, if I'm not mistaken.
That shit went right back up, bro.
And then I was like, okay, I went to the gas station with a good attitude, and I was like, wait, I thought.
No, that shit definitely. I was mad at the
I
clerk.
was like, wait, what? I was like, what?
I had to apologize to him because he didn't do nothing.
What happened?
Man, I seen it.
What happened?
I seen it got down to like 405.
Yeah, I was like, wasn't we just doing $4?
I wish.
I said 405. Damn, I wish I was still driving. I got the DU easy, but you know.
Excuse me. Are we just hitting? Are we just soldier boy hitting? These are libations, everyone.
And then all of a sudden, that shit went right back up. I said, wow. So that's almost seen $7 somewhere on God.
Bro, I wouldn't doubt it.
I said, nigga, that's like $7.
So I have a just off the fly question
Okay.
for each of you guys. If you guys could do an industry collab, who would it be?
Well, mine would mine transition over a knit for me. But I always had three. I always had three
crazy
niggas.
record.
I always had three niggas. I say my only niggas I listen to for a minute. Only niggas I listen to was Nip, Drake, and Fab. So right now with the like run Fab's on, you know, he's getting his summertime on. So Fab would be, you know,
I like that.
That'd be crazy.
Make it three. I like that. Who would your three be?
Wow, that's a tough question, man.
That was a nice three. That was
Okay. Obviously, definitely Andre 3000 for sure. Then my second one, I would say, Most Def for sure.
ooh.
And then my third one, I would say, I would honestly, in a weird way, Black Thought would be my third one.
Oh yeah. Give it here.
Didn't
Don't
somebody
say
link up,
nothing.
Didn't one of you link up with him? Oh, you was gonna go to link up with him?
So what I did was he did these master classes in New York, and I had did a little like audition to go, like you had to send off a little rap and like a little video to him, and I auditioned for it, but they didn't get back to me. Of course, you know how that goes.
It's all Gucci.
But yeah, that was a good question, bro.
Yeah,
But
right.
I would want the 3 Stacks feature the most though. Out of those guys.
But it would be The Game. I need that Styles P verse for sure.
The Ghost.
You know what I mean? And that LJ verse, like
Shout out to our cameraman.
Shout
making us
out.
look fly.
no, but for the last one,
Who was your second one?
Ghost.
Styles P. Styles P
SP the Ghost.
for sure. And I need that Corrupt feature.
Damn, you didn't ask him when you met him?
And shout out to
Hell nah.
Louisville.
We scared
'cause
him. We scared his ass when we
Yeah.
met him. We walked up on him like we knew him, so he gave us one of these like.
Last summer.
Because I
always
walked
do
up
that
on
to niggas.
I
Always.
do. I do.
Summer.
We
do.
We had some shit with the pack. Like when we first
Oh, yeah.
started, this nigga seen them niggas was like, "What's up, my nigga?" Dapped him up hard as shit. I was like, "Does this nigga know this nigga?" I was so
doesn't know.
confused. I was like, I think he knows him
No, it was cool last
because
summer.
they was like acting like they knew him too. I was like,
Hey,
"How did this nigga know these niggas?"
read the room.
Shout out to Louisville
You feel
once
me?
again. We got to open for Styles P out there at the Juneteenth Festival last summer, and that was cracking. and the Ghost burned it down, and it was dope. It was super vibes out there, and shout out to CeeLo Green and the Goody Mob. We opening for them this year, back in March. That was another vibe out there in Seattle, and it's just been straight progress.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah.
Who's your last one?
Correct.
Oh yeah, see, and it's
You
crazy.
know I need that.
It's crazy.
You know I need that.
You hear all of our, all of our features we want or collabs we want. It just clearly says whatever It says whatever about us.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, that's funny. What we just described, and then that question, like,
It matches.
It summed it up like a motherfucker.
But yeah, shout out to the family. We did do CeeLo earlier. You feel me? So
I have a question for you guys, and this is a random question. Since we're having fun with it. So, let's say that you guys signed a major record deal, and let's say that the sum was for $40 million.
oh shit.
Who's getting that kind of?
Somebody has to die for that type of money.
Okay, this is
It's a crazy hypothetical.
Someone has to go.
Okay, but keep going.
go.
$40 million is the deal. Okay. You're gonna get this. What do you do? What are you gonna do with your money? Tell me what you're gonna do with your money.
40 million, bro. Who gets that deal? Like,
I'm not gonna be a rapper, and I'm leaving America.
Yeah, like $40 million. Like, bro, come on.
Nigga, I'm
You're
gone.
on at that point. Like, do something realistic.
No.
Like,
I mean,
Okay.
let's talk.
To be real,
We done heard Jay and all
I
these guys
didn't
rap
give
about
it a real.
40 million behind your
I
project.
didn't give it a real thought. But let me give it a real thought.
I'm serious. That ass.
A real thought, because a real thought. First, like I said, I can only speak for myself. I'm going to reinvest into the youth. Some way, some motherfucking how, I'm investing in the youth. Because that's where it's at. Fuck you grown ass people. I help the elderly. But I'm definitely the children, the babies, and I think that's why we make some of the music we make. Me personally, shout out to my nephew Tomorrow. That was my biggest fan, bro. And that's why some of the reason why
His name is Tomorrow, y'all.
Yeah, his name, because he's the future.
Now, shout out to my nephew Tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's fired.
Yeah, he's the future. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nephew, bro. He was my biggest fan when I had no fans. So he was the one that he knew my album front and back. You know what I mean? And I didn't curse.
Now he's fire.
Now oh my God, he's so fire. But
Damn, this thing's better than me now.
bro, like Jesus Christ.
Okay, I don't mean to, but you have to scream. What are you gonna do with your deal, bro? What you gonna do?
Oh,
Reem saying that because he's gonna trick the money off. He's gonna be on some bullshit. That's the
Reem,
reason why
we're not gonna be able to find this
he's
nigga.
like, yeah, I got my money.
We're gonna have to air tag this
He said,
nigga.
Chaos, I knew what you were gonna say.
He's like, I got my money in.
I asked this question specifically for me. He's like, I didn't mean to cut you off. What you gonna do with your money, man?
We're gonna have to air tag this nigga because we're not gonna be able to find him. Like, you talk to Reem, not since 2020.
It's like, Reem, what's up? He's like, yeah, I got a new number.
Nah, what
like,
I
why?
would do is I get a bunch of land, and put it in my mom's name. Have her have like a little house over there. Like I said, I always wanted like a plaza to where or like a big ass lot of land to where I can have all my people stay. And so like I got
$1 million spot.
Yeah, just get my own apartment buildings over there, and then got your shopping over here. You feel me? It's like an own little town. You feel me? And I've always wanted to do that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Now, so I'm still getting, I'm still working on the real estate shit. I still be studying my shit. So yeah, that's what I mean. I would just, like I said, build for my people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our own communities and shit. Like,
Cause you're my people.
right.
No, that is ideal.
love
Nobody's ever gonna be like, oh, I ain't got no place
That's
to stay,
ideal.
man. Like, man,
I love it.
I got this whole big ass apartment.
Sorry guys,
This whole
this
hotel.
just jumped in my spirit. Rest in peace, my nigga G Ward. You feel me? Rest in peace to all
Bless
the
the
fallen
dead.
soldiers. But
Bless the dead.
he just popped in my spirit real quick.
No, I was just gonna say that's ideal, and I find it
What would
interesting.
you do with your deal, sir?
What I would do with mine? Well, yeah, okay. If I had any debt, I pay my debt, right? Whatever debt that is.
Nigga, they owe us. Don't pay them shit. I'm joking. I'm talking shit.
No, but it's funny though because it's
I
like
didn't land on Plymouth Rock, nigga. No.
I think it's funny. So I asked that question just because it's like when we follow the goats and think about
But
a
wait,
lot of
finish your answer first though before you go.
Well, I would do a lot. I honestly would do a lot of the same. Like just starting your own businesses and putting your family on and like instead of just giving people money and cash, you give them a business and give them, here, you got this plot of land, you got
here's an LLC,
you got to run this over here and you got to run this over there. But it's like, do it in whole blocks so that, before you know it, it's like, okay, your folks got that, my folks got that, my folks got this. So this is what we was doing. Like, we was doing this before. You know what I mean?
That's originally what Black Wall Street is. But that's what it was. We was doing our own shit.
Come on, Mo.
We was doing our own shit.
We was already doing this.
We was already doing this. Come on, Mo.
But I find it interesting though, because like, if we're really students to like what the elders have taught us, like guys like Michael Jackson and Sam Cooke and certain dudes in the industry who were like moguls, right? Like real shit, like real moguls in the industry. These guys had to go through run-ins with their money. Like, even the most profitable artists have had problems with their money when it comes to like them getting jerked over. So to me, that kind of shows like ain't no OGs anymore that will really give game to the young babies on like how to do shit right. Like, I'm not talking about like bloggers per se that's having conversation or whatever, but I'm talking about the people who are actually successful, who've actually acted it out so they could speak intelligently about how to go about it. Like, there's no transparency. All we see is just the people with the shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, okay, but what's the A through Z as to how I'm supposed to do that without compromising my situation, without doing anything illegal, without having to jerk myself? There isn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of weirdo shit going on. Like, shit is mad weird now. And if you say that, then there's something wrong with you.
And to touch on what you're saying too, is kind of messed up because our people a lot of times don't have generational, they don't pass. We have to start from to start from the bottom. You know what I mean? That's why I think yours is a great idea, because like you say, you're starting people off with an LLC, some land, and
whatever the operation is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever service you offer, or whatever
you're investing in people without giving them money, and I think that's brilliant.
So that being said, it's coming soon. Don't even get it. Don't even get a fuck.
And I just said an outlandish number just because it's like, I just said outlandish number just to say an outlandish number, like.
But the outlandish number gives you no limits to see what you really would do.
Yeah,
so.
you know what I mean? Like, that's just for the sake of it, because we be watching these athletes and these niggas sign $300 million contracts. It's like, how are you doing this and everybody's quarantining right now?
I don't like how there's so many black millionaires, but we still suffer. But that's another.
Well, they can't, because then they're like, we don't want to be broke like y'all, so y'all got to figure it out, kind of.
Nah,
thing,
because if they invest in us, then people gonna come get them.
But like, I think
you can do everything but invest in black people. I promise you. George Bush don't care about
that's empowerment, though. We're not allowed to get empowered like that, man.
We're not.
We will take this shit
anytime
over
that
overnight.
African Americans,
we can't do that.
Are organized and doing something positive, it's a problem. It's always been. Black Panthers was a fucking problem. Before we go, that's what I want.
Extended family.
Before we go, that's what I want. Give your shout outs. Before we go, who you guys shouting out?
Shout out to Mac Gizo. He had called me last night. Like, what's up, Unc? You know what I'm saying? OG Freck. Rest in peace, these. Shout out to Tay, AG, man. Get home, man. Can't wait till you get home, man. We holding you down. Sorry I missed a phone call the other day. I hit 5, and shit just went off. I was like, wait, hello? What's up? Call me back. But yeah, man. And, shout out to everybody, like I said, that really supported us, always fucked with us, and all the single ladies.
All the single ladies.
Skirt.
Sir Charles, who you shouting out, baby?
Special thank you again to 702.5 FM for hosting us and having us come through. Shout out to all the support, all the love. Shout out to my family, my Dukes, the Queen, all the queens, all the kings, everybody, my family tree, my bros, everybody who's getting through their struggles and getting through their problems, because we all going through it in a way. So special shout out to you for fighting your battles silently or not silently, and peace and blessings to you going forward, like straight like that.
I want to give a shout out to 3n'1.
3n'1.
You feel me? Got to give a shout out to my squad. Shout out Worldwide Media. You know what I'm saying? Very thankful for the team.
The shooter.
You feel me? Shout out to my mama. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That my dog right there.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my pop. Shout out to my family.
Way I could pay you back.
But my plan is to show you that I understand. I want to give a major shout out to my siblings. You feel me? I love my siblings. All of them. I'm not going to name you guys individually. But I fucking love my siblings. Shout out to my town. Shout out to my struggle. Shout out to my motivation. You know what I mean? Shout out to my motherfucking hustle. Shout out to the heavens and the creator. You know what I'm saying? That's what I should have did first. Sorry. Shout out to the Most High for even being able to have the comprehension, the motivation. So shout out to these guys again. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hot Ass Vegas. And you feel me? Shout out to our album. You feel me? Shout out to my man that put me on. Shout out to Bolar.
Oh shit.
Bolar, you definitely deserve a special shout out. You're my guy.
Dope.
You're the fam, bro. We really appreciate you, Bolar, more than you know, bro. I would love to harass you more, but I know you're a busy guy. I would love to fucking harass the shit out of you, Bolar. You are fucking hella talented as fuck. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Yeah. Who's gonna do the outro? I did the intro. I can do the outro if you want me to.
Yeah, start it like you finished. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for tuning in to 3n'1 Podcast.
I thought it was
Quarter Tray.
Quarter.
Oh, Quarter Tray. I did. See, I'm a little. That's that Patron, guys. But yeah, shout out to Quarter Tray, Quarter Tray Podcast. Like I said, Worldwide Media.
Brought
Shout out
to you
to
by
AYE
3n'1.
Primo.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? Shout out to Sir Charles, King Chaos. Make sure you stream the album. It's available on all platforms. Stream
Apple,
videos. Stream as much as you can. Share. Subscribe. Check out the website. Like I said, it's 3n'1sound.com. And you can find everything that you need.
Tell your friends to give them my friends.
We can be friends,
We
baby.
can do this every
You
weekend.
want to be
like,
in the
literally.
background, dancing
This is
and
about to be
all,
every weekend.
videos.
Come to 3n'1.
Is that all right with you? Yeah. Keep
But
it.
it's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And check out all our projects, stream all our music, and DM me
Be
if you're
safe.
single.
Lord.
'Cause I'm single.
Lord.
But shout out Jazzy Boo, too. A little Booski out there. You feel me? Shout out you, baby.
Skirt.
Make it count.
Shot shooters.
You feel me?
He's off that.
Off that.
Off that.
Off that.
Off that.
Off
Babies
that.
Off that.
Now we can turn off that. Off that.
Now it's time to
Off
get
that.
more work after this, more life.
Where's the fun at? What's up tonight? What
Shit, we got more work to do.
work?
He looks so disappointed.
We
He
gotta
said, work? Oh, Cali?
You're right. No, you're right.
Oh,
though.
Cali? Whoa.
Business trip.
Yeah, business trip. We're going to have fun, though, because this is Vegas. And
This is not a trip for you. You are home. You live here.
I don't do shit. I don't do shit. You niggas, I'm having a trip. So, Quarter Trade Podcast, thank you for tuning in.
Peace.
Shout out Worldwide Media.
One
3n'1sound.com.
love. One love.
Primo, Sir Charles, King Chaos.
Thank you for coming out here. God bless you.
That was the you just did it with the commercial.
Like all songs so separate.
Yeah, life too good, remain too on. Bar still hot, the pen still cold. Got too free.